Hello everyone, my name is Rashmi Singh. Welcome to this video, a cinematic journey through statistical distribution. Let's see a summary of key points. Introduction, a full explanation of statistical distribution, common distribution, uniform, normal, binomial, and Poisson, the parameter of each distribution, probability density function, real life example, conclusion. Introduction. Let's start the video. Start with a brief introduction to statistical distribution. Statistical distribution are fundamental concept in statistics and probability theory that describe the way data is distributed or spread out. In simple word, we can say statistical distribution explain how data is spread out. It helps to understand the data, means which types of data is present. It helps to understand statistical distribution. So in this diagram, you can see this. Statistical distribution are used to analyze data, test hypotheses, estimate parameter, and generate random sample for simulation. Let's see the example of statistical distribution. It's a best example for understanding the statistical distribution function. Statistical distribution, the way in which the value in a dataset appear in a graph or chart. Example, a bar graph show fruit preferences for a group of students. Means these bar graph showing a fruit preferences for a group of students means uh, how much group of students like the banana, how much group of students like the apple, how much group of students like the orange. A bar graph shows fruit preferences for a group of students. I hope you will understand. Why understanding distribution is critical in statistics and machine learning. Understanding distribution is critical in statistics and machine learning because it helps us make sense of data and make better prediction in the real world. We can say if we have a knowledge about best algorithm to build or develop in machine learning, in this situation we should have a understanding distribution. Without understanding distribution, we can't understand best algo for a building a ML model. Like by understanding distribution, you can choose the right machine learning algorithm and set it up correctly to handle the data characteristics. These ensure the model can predict well and be useful in solving real world problems. If we choose the best algorithm for building a ML model, in this situation, they will solve our real world problems very clearly, like predicting customer behavior, diagnosis diseases, or recommending products. What is common distribution? Many types of common distribution shows in this group, shows in this diagram. We can see uniform, normal, binomial, Poisson, exponential, student, log normal, skew normal. Uniform means rolling a die. Normal means center limited theory. Binomial, flipping a coin. Poisson, call in a call center. Exponential, product failure. Student, small data samples. Log normal, mass size. Productivity, values. Skew normal, generating skewed district. Uniform statistical distribution. What is the meaning of uniform statistical distribution? In simple human words, we can say uniform statistical distribution means that all the possible value have an equal chance of happening. If you understand, good. Otherwise, you can see that. Imagine you have a jar with 100 balls. Imagine you have a jar. This is a jar and 100 balls, each numbered from 1 to 100. If you reach in blind folder and randomly pick a ball, if you are just as likely to get any number of between 1 to 100, it can be any number between 1 to 100. It's like rolling a fair 6 dice. Ye, it's like means you can say it's a Ludo game. In the Ludo game, we throw a fair 6 dice. Na? It's like that, where each name has the same probability of landing face number. Means when you put a ball between 1 to 100, it can be anyone, and its its probability landing phase same. ठीक है? What is the normal statics distribution? A normal statistical distribution, also called a bell curve. In simple words, we can say if we have a average data, in lots of data, we have a average. We find a average data. For average data, we will draw a bell-shaped curve. This bell-shaped curve show the normal statistical distribution. It's a way to describe how data typically behave in many situations. It's look like a symmetrical bell-shaped curve with a high point at the middle and tails that spread out on the both sides. Let's see binomial statistical distribution. The binomial statistical distribution describes the number of successes that occur in a fixed number of independent trial where each trial has the same probability of success. Again, imagine. Here is a diagram and you can imagine easily. Imagine flipping a fair coins multiple times 10. The binomial distribution can tell you how likely you are to get a certain number of heads in a specific number of flips. For example, if you flip the coin 10 times, the binomial distribution can help you to calculate the probability of getting exactly 5 heads. Whenever you flip a coin 10 times, in this situation, you want to calculate the probability of getting a exactly 5 heads. So, you will use binomial statistical distribution. By this graph, you can easily see. Probability is 0.5 in binomial distribution. Poisson statistical distribution. In Poisson, statistical distribution is used to model the number of rare events occurring within a fixed time or space interval. Again, imagine here is a diagram and you can imagine easily. Imagine you are observing the number of cars passing through a particular intersection every day. Means you can imagine it's an intersection. Every day car passing through here. The position distribution can help to understand how likely it is to have a certain number of car accidents. We can assume these this lines show the car accident. Okay, this line show the breakdown in a specific time period like a day or week. It will show us every data performance in a week, in a day, and in a month. You can check day by day, week by week, and month by month by the help of Poisson probability distribution. Okay. Now we will discuss about the parameter of each distribution. If we are discussing about distribution, so we all know that distribution also have the parameters. So let's see what is the parameter of all each distribution. Normal distribution, another name is Gaussian distribution. Parameter, mean and standard deviation. Uniform distribution parameter, mean, minimum and maximum. Binomial distribution parameter, number of trial denoted by n and probability of success denoted by p. Poisson distribution of parameter rate lambda. Okay, let's see their probability density function. What is the meaning of probability density function or mass function? Both are same but words are different, so don't be confused. The probability density function, PDF short form, is like a mapping that tells us how likely different values are to occur in a continuous set of data. Example, the temperature on a particular day or the time taken off a task. It's for temperature. You can see probability density function means here less cold weather, and after this situation baseline climate slowly down, and again this is another future climate. Here this is showing much more hot and very hot weather. So it's true that tell how the likely different value or occur in a continuous set of data. ये continuously set of data occurring a different values यहाँ पे cold, here is a hot. It's a different. Probability mass function. We can see probability mass function in a diagram. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 number and each have a constant temperature. Let's see the real life examples. What is the meaning of real life example? Height of pupil. Height of pupil, it's a real life example. It come under the normal statistical distribution. Imagine you are measuring the height of a large group of people. Most people will be around the average height, which is the highest point on the curve. Okay, we can see in this diagram, 5 pupils are present here. 3 are average height and 2 are small. So in this situation, the highest point on the curve, most people will be around the average height. So most people's 3 and they have a average height. So highest point on the curve. You can see here, if you have forget it, you can see there. Average. Average data is presented is the bell curve form. Bell shaped curve. Okay. Next example, number of call in a call center. Poisson statistical distribution. Number of call in a call center, it's a part of Poisson statistical distribution. Explain. It's like counting the number of phone calls received at a customer server center in an hour or the number of accident at a busy intersection in a day. Means we all know that number of calls coming from server to client, client to server. In this situation, by the help of Poisson statistical distribution, we will calculate the data about how much number of calls is coming. Machine learning. In AI and machine learning, understanding distribution is essential for building accurate model. It helps algorithm learn pattern in data and make predictions like personalized recommendation or fraud detection. We all know that in daily life we face most of the spam on Gmail. If you are aware about it, you will we ignore. If you are not aware about it, you can be affected. Means in daily life we can see spam mail on Gmail. If you are know about it, you will not click on it. If you are not know about it, you will click on it. Whenever you click on that mail, your sensitive information will forward. If you will not click on that, your sensitive information will be saved. But it's depend on you कि how much knowledge you have about the spam detection. If you don't have any knowledge related to the spam detection, in this situation you can't do anything related to the fraud detection and you will be affected day by day on the internet. Next, market analysis. In finance and marketing, distribution help us analyze stock prices, consumer behavior, and market trends. This knowledge aids in investment decision in effective marketing strategy. Market analysis means if you have a knowledge, you can check at home all information about the market. Means what is the behavior of cus- consumer and what is the stock prices, what is the rate on our product in the market, and all the information about related to the market analysis you can know at a home if you have a knowledge about it. Without knowledge you cannot uh, take a knowledge. This knowledge adds in investment decision, in fact marketing strategy. Let's example, if you have a product to sell, that product related to software, and if you want to sell, in this situation you should have knowledge what is the market value of your product and in which value you want to sell and in which value market want to you want from to you. After knowing all information, you should take a decision on that. Without taking decision, you can't do anything, and you can't analyze the market value. So it's very important in our life to knowing about the most of the things which is happening in our daily lives. So we should have knowledge about the understanding statistical distribution. Here is a four types: better decision making, the medical diagnosis, machine learning, market analysis. But in daily life, lots of examples and lots of types are present here. If you want to know about it, if you want to study about it, if you want to save from spams and other things, so you should have knowledge about it. It's a very important in human real life, and it's a very very important role in human life, human daily life. So we should have knowledge. And thank you very much for listening all the information. My video is completed. Bye bye.